things that is kind of complications is figuring out which inputs, because they're ordered, these signatures belong to. Actually, that's a good to-do check. So we also need to check that the ordering is specified in the full draft. So what we want is that, so the problem is that you've got, okay, so you've got like we have a funding transaction, right? Funding transaction. It's got some inputs, which are like mine inputs, right? Like, let's say we've got input 1, input 2, input 3, and so these are all ordered based on some like BIP, I want to say 50 something, but I don't know what number, which is like the lexicographical ordering. Which basically just means alphabetical, sort of, except you also take numbers into account. Anyway, so these are ordered, and let's say that like this one was mine, and this one was theirs, and this one was also mine. So when they send over their stack of like remote witnesses, maybe there's like 4 is also theirs, 5 is theirs, right? Okay, so I've got my stack of local witnesses. So then you've got like, okay, so funding transaction, right, it's got inputs, and then there's outputs, whatever. It's gonna have like 1 is gonna be the funding output, and 2 is gonna be like the change, ours, or maybe actually this is change. There's, again, these are also ordered by this like also ordered. For whatever reason, okay, so this is what we would expect to have, and then because it's a SegWit, we have this section that's like the witness data section, and then this needs to correspond with this one here. So this needs to be the witness for 1, and then 2 needs to be the witness for 2, etc. So these witnesses need to be ordered identical to the inputs, but what we have is we'll have a set of local witnesses that I can, okay, so 1, you're not ordering these lexicographically. They're ordered the same as the inputs. So we need to know what input that each of them corresponds to. So I've got like, let's say so I'm going to stack up my witnesses. I'm going to stack my witnesses in the same order. So what I would do is I would, step 1, order my inputs lexicographically. Step 2, put witnesses in stack in that order. So then I've got a stack of one, order their inputs lexicographically. 2, put witnesses in that order. 3, order all inputs and keep numbered. Actually, you don't even have to do this. You could just like compose array of their inputs. Put in same order, preferably in an array or something like index. Array. My inputs to put witnesses in the same. A separate array. So then order all inputs and keep and generate a index array that shows what position each see lightning. Okay, and then order all inputs. This is gonna generate an index array that will show what position so for example, if I'm at originally at position 1, it's now at 5. So you'd have like a array that would be like the original was 1, 2, 3, and then they get sorted, and now it's like 1 is moved to 2, 2 is moved to 1, and 3 was moved to 2, or whatever. So this would be the output. So this is going to be the output. Outputs. Oops. Oh, and like, so let's say that like the data, just as an example, 3 was B, 2 was the value A, and this is C, right? So then the so then it'll output 3, 1, 2, because 1 went to 3. Anyways, okay, cool. So basically we'll get a map that tells us where things got moved to. So now what we need is we need the witnesses to be in the same order as the original array of inputs. Okay, and so this is the requirement. This is the requirement here that we want to add to the bolt. Because when you so when you send them over, so there's actually 2 parts that we want to the bolt. So one, we want to add that your input info are sent in already ordered lexicographically, and then 2, that your witnesses are sent in same order as input infos. Okay, cool. I hope that makes sense. Right, because then what you do is you take their witnesses, you take our witnesses and their witnesses and reorder based on output of this thing here. So we save it, save this, use here. Okay. Right, and then that's good. And then 9 is add witnesses now in proper order to Bitcoin transaction. Cool. Okay, so this is basically what we need to do. So here's what, this is like what we need to do basically. Well, I need to check that we're doing this. So then like what's our to-dos from this? To do 1, check that we're ordering our input infos before sending them. 2, check that we're composing the array of input infos canonically. So this is another thing actually that I want to add to the bolt. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because when you sort them, you'll get the same result. Okay. These are to-dos. So check that we're ordering our input infos before we send them. We also do XYZ. What is this? This is, wait, I lost my train of thought. Oh. To do add new set of remote witnesses to. So I think in theory, all I really need to do, well, like all I really need to do is get the this output list for theirs. This